In this section, we'll be looking at how SpaceClaim and keyshot can be used to create photorealistic designs. To start, we'll click on our keyshot folder, and we can open up a reciprocal saw or grill. I'll be opening up the grill. In this exercise, we'll be looking at how we can apply colors to models in SpaceClaim, how to pass these models into keyshot, and how to set up specific environments, backplates, and add materials to our model. Now the first thing we'll do is look at our model in SpaceClaim. We have a lot of different components, and we want to add some colors to them. To change the color of a solid, you can triple click the solid. Notice we have one body selected. Then we can go to the Display tab and choose a color. Let's make this pink. Now, adding a keyshot material is the exact same thing. We'll click on our keyshot tab, and we'll click on Paint. And we'll add a new paint color to that front panel. Let's make that metallic silver. You'll notice we can add a material to one solid at a time, or you can triple click multiple solids to change the color at the same time. So we can make all three of these bodies metallic blue. We can continue to add colors to parts in SpaceClaim, triple clicking to grab the body and adding a metal, a paint, or any other color we'd like. Once we add any colors we'd like to our model, we'll click on H to get into a home view. It's good to get the model in a home view so it's easier to rotate inside of keyshot. To go into keyshot, click the render button. This launches keyshot, which is a separate program. That means it'll be slightly different to spin, pan, and zoom around the model. Let's look at our basic commands of spin, pan, zoom first. To spin in keyshot, hold down the left mouse button and spin around the model. To pan, hold down the middle mouse button. And to zoom in and out, hold down the Alt key and roll the mouse forward or backward. Now because keyshot has such a different way to spin, pan, and zoom the design, I always remember one shortcut, and that's K. K brings up a list of all the shortcuts inside of keyshot. So you see ways to zoom your camera, or ways to change your environment location. So if you ever need to know how to spin, pan, zoom the model, press the K key. Now let's look at adding materials. To do that, you can click on the Material tab. Notice this brings up our library, which has environments and backplates in it as well. To add a color in keyshot to your design, simply drag and drop a color onto the model. Notice that all of the solids with that same color will change at the same time. So we can add a black color to our wheels, or add a metallic color to our gas can. It's as easy as dragging and dropping these colors to our model. The same thing goes with environments. Click on the Environment tab and drag and drop an environment onto the model. You can place it into a darker studio environment, a lighter studio environment, or you can place the model in one of the outdoor environments. Once it's in an outdoor environment, notice as I spin, pan, and zoom the model, the environment changes. Now the shortcut for rotating the environment instead of rotating the image is to hold down Control and the left mouse button. That keeps your object steady and rotates the environment. The last thing we'll look at is how to add a backplate to our model. If we click on Backplate, we can add a new background to our model. You'll notice we can choose from one of the backplates that's already in our library, by dragging and dropping them into our design, or we could add a custom backplate. By right-clicking, you can add a file to the library. This will most likely bring up your pictures folder and allow you to scan for a new logo. Here I have a Tyco Electronics logo, which I'll double-click to add to the library. Now I can drag and drop that logo onto the background. Now by spinning, panning, and zooming, I can place our model exactly where I'd like it to be. Once I have my design ready, I'll click the Render button to prepare it. Here you can choose the file name. We can call this Grill. We can choose the format and choose the size. Now once I render it, you'll notice how it starts to render in real time, and we can start to see the results. It does one coarse rendering and then one fine rendering. So during this session, please take either the reciprocal saw or the grill, add some materials and space claim, take it into keyshot, add a few more materials, add an environment, and then add a backplate.